Okay then, Raiders, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as Embark Studios are giving you guys the opportunity for an in-game skin crossover from the finals as they promote it out yet again. It's a very easy one to get your hands on, so you need to take a look at it. On top of that, we also have a conversation happening with Virgil Watkins, who happens to be the lead design inside of Ark Raiders, who goes over some details about an old auction house that they were looking into building. And we have also got some other stuff that are going to be coming in from the Discord with regards to issues, and TheBurntPeanut seems to be getting things done. Loads to go over today, so with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on for all future Ark Raiders news here on the channel. And also make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSubs, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And we've also got new bundles popping up all of the time. This one is our pet dog one. I know, it's just cute, right? Link in the description, use code CloudPlays at checkout. And we're doing a giveaway here on the channel for a free copy of Ark Raiders, or if you've already got it, then some Raider tokens. We're going to be announcing the winner for it on Tuesday during the patch update day, so make sure you stay tuned to that video. Head down to the comment section and put any coloured love heart you like, and it'll enter you in. With that being said, let's jump into Ark Raiders and see what's happening right now. So starting off, Ark Raiders have promoted out a Raiders versus Contestants collaboration as the finals crossover event where you can play for free and earn a cool cosmetic inside of Ark Raiders, which also happens to be quite possibly my favourite skin inside of the game now, is now free for you guys to obtain. Now, there is no end date on this, so I don't know how long it'll actually be available for. We have seen it available for previous weeks, but we are now obviously having the final promotions on this, so make sure you go and check that out. Very simply, head into the finals and play 3 games inside of their game, and then it will unlock the skin for you. Make sure that your Embark ID is connected to both your Ark Raiders and your finals account, and your email address is verified. Other than that, that's all you've got to do. Very simply, you can have this done in about half an hour. Nonetheless, let's dive on into some more information, as Virgil Watkins, our design lead of Ark Raiders, has actually had a conversation with Games Radar, one of which has expanded over about 4 or 5 different articles over the last few days. But this one specifically was with regards to trading systems and how it could actually operate. Now, apparently, they already had an auction house partially built up inside of the game, although they actually scrapped it and took it out. Virgil Watkins states right here that we put a lot of very deliberate effort into making the game about the items. We previously explored an even partially built trading system like an auction house, but what it ended up doing is it just turned the game into just being about the coins, going in and finding items that were worth the most value, changing them in for coins, and just buying the things that you wanted. Now you have very little care about everything that's going on, exploring the correct locations and searching the right containers, or feeling cool that, oh, finally, I needed this thing and now I can go do the other thing that I wanted to do with it. Now, I do think that they made an incredible decision with that one. I do think that the auction house, it does kill off a lot of games, mainly because with the way that the out of sourcing works via third parties, a lot of people are able just to get currency inside of most games now by paying out real life money, meaning that then they don't even need to find expensive items. They can just pay for it and then just go to the auction house and buy everything that they want, and then the game becomes null, void and boring within about 3 to 4 weeks. So I think that what they've actually done is given their game a little bit of longevity in terms of how it can survive everything, and I'm genuinely really happy that the auction house idea was at least scrapped and hopefully will never make its way into the game. And obviously what that does mean is that throughout 2026 we already know that there's going to be an array of new maps that are going to be coming in, and the way that they want the maps to focus is that certain tech can only be found on certain maps, therefore leading into new maps, new tech, new ideas, no auction house actually needed, and it just makes it so that you can genuinely explore everything inside, and I'm really happy that they have done that. Although I will be very happy when they fix all of the problems inside of the game right now. The biggest one that a lot of people are experiencing is the expedition, as people have done a sign up for the previous expedition, Expedition 1, and then they never actually went through, and they've just been sat stagnant and nothing ever actually materialized. Now, the problems have been surfacing quite a lot, and now unfortunately they've been looking at this for around 2 to 3 weeks, as it's been a problem for a little while, and CM Jackdaw states that the team are still working on it. I don't know if they're having a problem with being able to replicate certain things or find the issue with them, but they are definitely a problem, and it's definitely something that hopefully will be fixed by Expedition 2, but we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. In other news, the massive online entity of TheBurntPeanut has come in for a big old swing. It has just a couple of days ago been experienced with an array of just absolutely menacing cheaters inside of the game, which do seem to be getting worse and worse and worse. I'm glad that they've got their patches updated now so that cheaters are now being permanently banned on a regular basis. I think just catching them is probably the biggest issue that Embark are having right now. But TheBurntPeanut went off on a tangent stating that he will be leaving the game. He'll be out of here if Embark does not fix this. Now, he actually posted up a new tweet about it because that was a very heated moment and it went absolutely viral. I feel like he should have known it was going to go viral, as TheBurntPeanut is one of the biggest names in all of Arc Raiders, and he actually stated right here, "Hey gang, I was just heated at that moment because the same 3 cheaters had been following us for a long time without getting banned," which is a pretty reasonable thing to be pissed about. In reality, I do love Arc Raiders, and I know that the Embark Studio team is incredibly passionate about it and is working hard to continue making it great. I do believe there is a cheating problem, especially when it comes to the same accounts that are able to hack for a long time with no repercussions, and I also believe that something has to be done about it quick. I just didn't like how it said on stream. That's why I made this post. Now, a massive shout out to him for posting up like that. I do absolutely adore TheBurntPeanut. I think that he's an incredible streamer. And not only that, morals are all in the right place, even if he does do things for entertainment. So, for those of you guys who are fans of the Peanut himself, don't worry, he's not going to be leaving the scene. But he does obviously get to a point where he's going to be sick of cheaters just stream sniping all of the time. So I can't wait to see what it is that Embark come in with that movement. But funnily enough, actually, Aim Key posted up around 30 minutes after that, stating not even 30 minutes later, and they're banned, which was hilarious, actually. TheBurntPeanut threatened to leave, and all of a sudden, those accounts were just hammered down. So it kind of leads into a bit of a toxic streamer environment at the same time. I know that TheBurntPeanut probably wouldn't abuse it, but it does kind of lead to question as to whether studios do lean on streamers more than they probably should. I want to know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. Do you think that this is a problem? Because some people are going against cheaters every single day, and they don't have the same thing happening for them. So it's a really difficult one, man. It's a really difficult one when it comes to being in the limelight, that's for damn sure. Moving on from that, though, I've just got a quick one for you guys. A new cheat sheet has now surfaced. Now, this is obviously by ProDeed, and there is a free PDF link that you guys are able to get online. I'm going to leave the link down to Rooster's post down in the description below, so you guys can obviously head over there and take a look. But it is a very good one. It goes over absolutely everything, including Expedition 1, Expedition 2, workshop upgrades, keeping for quests, and the things that you are able to actually sell. Is just a huge cheat sheet that works really well. Nonetheless, so we're going to take a look at your top comments from the previous videos. We went over the article with Virgil Watkins talking about new maps and roadmap actually being confirmed, as well as the devs speaking on all new content overall. It's been an interesting week for Arc Raiders, although very little in terms of actual patch updates. Hopefully we'll receive that very soon, because the talk is big. We just need everything else to be bigger. With that being said, let's take a look and see what it is that's being said in the latest top comments. This first one right here states, "I gave a Tempest blueprint away the other day as I already had it, but I thought 5,000 credits versus making someone's day." Now, this for me is probably one of the biggest things. I do find that actually with some of the biggest blueprints, such as the Tempest blueprints, the Bobcat blueprints, the Volcano blueprints, I'd rather give them to someone in need rather than actually just selling them. 5,000 coins doesn't really seem like a fair trade to that, whereas making someone's day with one of those bigger blueprints is definitely in the cards. I actually recently just given away a couple of Volcano blueprints, and I've already got a couple of Bobcat blueprints that I now need to find for people as well. So yeah, man, if you find those things, just make sure that you use them correctly. I think it's just the best thing to do. Next up, coming from Richard right here, it states, "I was one of those 108 players. I ziplined on top of research and then played the guitar for everyone that came inside for the whole game." That is insane to me. The fact that people are even able to get away with that. For me personally, I don't dare take my guitar into the game, let alone be able to stand there for the entirety and just playing the guitar the whole way through. I don't know why I don't want to take my guitar into game. I don't want to lose it, although then it makes no sense because, well, I don't use it. baffling to me, man. Absolutely baffling to me. Nonetheless, this final one right here coming from Khaled states that the Cold Snap event was awesome. I can't wait for the next event. Now, for me personally, we already know that the Toxic Swamp event is going to be on the cards. I really hope it comes soon, as I am really missing the Cold Snap event. I think that it was probably one of the better events that we can see inside of gaming. And for me personally, the way the mechanics worked are great. Not only that, but the actual map conditions became doubled up, which was, for me at least, absolutely fabulous. And now we obviously have the odd one come up every so often, so it'd be nice to have a new one come into play, that's for damn sure. Unfortunately, though, that's all we got time for today. I want to thank you guys for such an amazing week inside of Outgraders, and thank you for being so incredible. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. I appreciate all your faces, but as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.